Hello traders, good day, welcome back. Wednesday morning, good timing to revisit the situation on the dollar versus the Swiss franc. As you know, I have a bullish position here. In fact, I've began chasing price on the upside ever since late March, right? You remember when price was coming on the downside, it took the previous low, began to turn around, and then we had some strong reaction on the 200-day moving average, and that's pretty much where we pulled the trigger. And we've had a few intermediate price targets along the way. The last one was at 10117. I suspected it could be a stiff resistance. In fact, I was wrong about that. Price basically crashed that resistance level and pushed forward. And about 10 days ago, it actually began to trade sideways, right? I was able to pinpoint that movement with this blue setup. And we've seen price trading sideways in a very, very narrow range, right? Very tight range. And what I really liked here was the fact that it had a beautiful reaction to the bottom support here, 10154. Suggesting that this is the technical correction. This is actually a very local, very moderate technical correction, and it's more likely that price will resume the original upside move at some point. I think that we're getting closer to that moment. So you can see what happened here just a few days ago. Price was on the downside. It was trying to break through. It bounced back up. It turned around, made it to the upper section, slightly touching base here on the on the mid-high key level here, 10215, dropping back down, still keeping itself from breaking below 10154 and outside of that blue system. And as you can see, strong reaction here and going right back to the higher section again. It's actually interesting to see this trading range looking at the 4-hour chart, because that's where it's based, that's where it's coming from. So we can see that that sideways movement pretty clear looking at the 4-hour chart. So we just visited the higher section. We're on the downside. We might actually touch base again on the lower section, but at some point I think price will continue and break that blue system, break that top resistance 102.44, and basically continue according to the big picture. Let's have a quick look on the big picture, of course. Here we've been breaking that 10117. That was our main point of reference. That was the major resistance. Since we've broken that level, when we actually got a monthly confirmation here, then obviously it is more likely that price will continue on its way up, and the next stop has to be the previous major high around 103.40, and that's exactly where we're aiming at. That's our final destination. At that point, ladies and gentlemen, we will be finishing up our bullish conviction, which we held for quite a long time. All right, so right now we're still having our protective stop loss level at 10050. Just once, only once we can break out of that blue system, namely the top resistance here, 102.44, that's where we'll begin to adjust the stop loss level accordingly. For now, things are looking pretty interesting, and I suppose that we'll have a breakout here in the next day or two. So tune in, and we'll be back to keep you posted. See you in the next video.